Man, LeBron retire.
Y'all think it's over?
Nah, he gonna play one more year.
LeBron get the last dance.
I told y'all, man. Bron got 5 more in him, y'all.
I wish that I wish
No.
that he retired. I wish he would retire though, cause I don't like seeing that though. With Bron, like I see like Dante DiVincenzo, and that's my guy. But was guarding him, kind of making it a little tough. Like what the
Yeah. Bro, he bumped the shit out of Bron.
yeah, like that just didn't happen to Bron. I'm starting to see it be happening to Bron. Like 18-year
Yeah, he was
point
clutch.
guard blocking Bron.
Yeah, that's crazy.
6 foot.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we gonna have to hang this one up.
We got one more year, man.
Yeah.
So we can go out the right way.
Not to be petty, but if they had AD in the series, would that be the Timberwolves?
Jeff Teague wants LeBron James to retire. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Dorian Finney-Smith, boy.
Go to home.
My boy Black and Miles.
Black and mild.
Name the rest of them.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Pull the roster back up. Let's go. Get well soon. Entire Lakers squad. We can go to it. Yeah, Dog Connect. Boy, I know you mad you ain't in Charlotte.
Hell yeah. Don't PT. Give him the out of
Yeah. Alex Lynn, you could have came and been a winner. Got what you deserve.
Bad signing. I don't know why
Keith
they picked
Morris,
him up.
free him.
Put my name Keith in the
Why they
game.
put Keith in? At least he would have fouled him.
Yeah, he would, you know what I'm saying, push Rudy or something. Shake
Draw a
Milton,
couple
free my boy
fouls.
too. Yeah, man. Get well soon to the Lakers.
Yeah,
man.
Keith, man, go where you celebrated, bro. They got you f***ed up in LA, man.
All
All right, so what's up, man? This Lakers team. What's happening this offseason?
Man, LeBron retire.
Y'all think it's over?
Nah, he gonna play one more year.
LeBron get the last dance.
I told y'all, man. Bron got 5 more in him, y'all.
I wish that
Ain't
I
happening.
wish that he retired. I wish he would retire though, cause I don't like seeing that though. With Bron, like I see like Dante DiVincenzo, and that's my guy. But was guarding him, kind of making it a little tough. Like what the
Yeah.
Bro, he bumped the shit out of Bron.
yeah, like that just didn't happen to Bron. I'm starting to see it be happening to Bron. Like
Yeah, that father time is catching up. Bron can only be as strong and have that same presence. It's not going to happen for years and years out. So if you're LeBron, do you think about retiring? I know you had some type of knee injury to where it could take up to a few weeks to recover. And if the series were to extend, he would have been out. So either way, father time is catching up to LeBron. Those nagging injuries, the hamstring, the ankle, whatever issues he had going on early in his career where he can shake it off, you can't shake off injuries anymore. So he's able to come back in games and get rewrapped and be good to go. But if his body's starting to fall apart, if players that are smaller than LeBron are making it difficult for him to maneuver on the court, I think LeBron James got to look in the mirror. Yeah, you can still average between 20 and 25 points per game easily, but what are you getting out of it? First round exits, maybe second round at the best, possible sweeps, gentlemen sweeps. LeBron has to look into retiring as soon as possible.
Mike Conley blocking his shot.
Oh yeah, that was
I'm
terrible.
like, damn, Mike, pinch your like, you know what I mean? Like
I told y'all, bro, when I seen Brad Beal pin Bron, bro, I said, bro, I don't like seeing this, bro.
when I see Mike Conley block it, I'm like,
Yeah, that was
Mike.
Mike
I'm like,
Conley,
nah,
the
not the
legend.
king, bro. Like, what's going on, bro?
And shout out to Mike Conley with a clutch shot in the 4th straight.
Yeah, but
Dab Town's finest.
18-year
Yeah, he was
point
clutch.
guard blocking Bron.
Yeah, that's crazy.
6 foot.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we gonna have to hang this one up.
We got one more year, man.
Yeah.
So we can go out the right way.
What do the Lakers do? Right. What do you add to this team? Because I got Luka. I ain't supposed to have nothing else. What do they do to be a competitive team next year?
They got to get some more. Bron got to be the 4th option,
Okay.
or at least
Get in
3rd.
shape. He got to get in shape.
So they got to get Luka got to learn to play defense, but they got to get another player that can take the scoring load, and Bron can just get 16, 17.
Yeah, LeBron, he's going to have to kind of go away from his numbers. I know he wants to rack up as much stats as possible, but if he could be the 4th option realistically, that'd be the best bet for the Lakers. We don't know what's going on with Zach LaVine in Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan, maybe. He's a year or 2 option. But if you can get a young body in there that can put up 20 and 25 points per game, match the production of Austin Reeves, because you're going to have to trade Austin and a couple other players in order to get an all-star caliber player. So if you want to keep LeBron, or if LeBron wants to stay, he's going to have to be willing to be that 4th option, drop your points per game by like at least 5 to 7 points. You'll have your nights here and there where you get 25 or 30, but for the most part, if the Lakers want to win a championship, LeBron, LeBron, he shouldn't have to score 38 and 40 points per game, have to play 48 minutes. He should be able to play 20 to 25 minutes, score his 15, maybe 20 points per game, and be able to open up the floor even more for the Lakers. Luka, he going to have to drop that weight because if he's going to play 48 minutes, he has to be productive. You can't take a quarter off in the playoffs. You seen when he took time off during these games, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they destroyed him and the Lakers. The Lakers, they got to revamp this roster immediately.
Never, as long as they got Luka Doncic or like a James Harden type person, them teams never gonna win championships, bro. They don't play defense, bro. It's y'all too
Gotta have that
it's a
defense,
liability, bro. It's too much of a liability.
But at least James guard the post on the switch, you know what I'm saying? He'll get some effort, boy. That boy Luka just like, all right.
Yeah,
Harden's
he can get
a
the effort, but
better
they never
body
gonna
out
win
there.
with him either, bro. He had too many lapses on defense, bro.
Damn, that is tough, man. Super chat. Gorilla said, Jeff, that jersey don't fit you, and I want all the smoker here. Y'all ain't whooping me, y'all tripping. Shout out to you, Gorilla, whoever you may be.
He supposed to be the gorilla.
Whatever.
You lame as hell. You made a
burner
name
account being
for-
Gorilla.
Yeah, you lame as
First I thought it was Glorilla. Going to say, oh, that's a different conversation, but shout out to you.
you lame as hell.
Super chat says, anytime I was walking the streets talking about
Anton, who's that?
Who?
ants.
Oh, and
And on.
Shout out to the
Man, come on.
typos, boy. Hooked on phonics. And was walking the streets talking about like far away. Happy to see me. I sent y'all home. I'm mad. I'm going after Aisha Howard's. Never mind that, but appreciate the donation, King. Darby Ham made it to the Western Conference Finals, but JJ can't even get past the first round after acting like he was smarter than everybody. Motherfuckers calling him the next Pat Riley. Talk about EMD. Yeah.
Yeah, Darvin Ham looking much better right now. In his first season, made the Western Conference Finals. In JJ first season, gentleman sweep. This Lakers team was supposed to be better with Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves, and a couple other players, Rui. But what happened? What did JJ not do? Did he not adjust? Did he run his players into the ground? Did he not have a good rotation out there? He played those 4 or 5 players majority of the game in game 5 and 4. So if you're JJ Redick, I don't know if you need a better coaching staff or you got to take heed, get humble a little bit, know that you got a lot of stuff to work on, got to get your rotations in order. Everything looks great in the regular season, but when the playoffs starts, games get slower. You got to play chess back and forth for up to 7 games. JJ Redick, he isn't there yet. Got a lot of work to do. Darvin Ham is a better coach.
Darvin would never.
he
Protect
Actually,
Darvin Ham. Apologize.
When that nigga did that in the huddle, bro, I was crying. Salute.
My boy with the clipboard drawing up the play.
That nigga said, stop fouling. I see y'all working out. Salute, King. I said, yeah, D Ham.
Real
Time is
coach.
up,
Yeah,
Real brother.
assistant coach it is.
I know what's crazy. He up there with Doc, ducking all the smoke because Doc is getting all the hell from the Blues. Not D Ham.
That play said go.
Yeah, they
get it done.
don't
man.
disrespect
Hey,
him like
stop
that, man.
playing.
They was calling him Martin for rebound. Type
Go
of
to
shit.
work, King.
Mark for rebound is crazy.
That's how we be in the huddle. Him. You can't get by him? Oh, my God.
That's some real shit, though.
Yeah, like, you can't get by him.
Yeah, he still do
Oh
better
man,
than
now
JJ.
listen for the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know what they did last year? Now they advanced to the second round. Had a lot of, you know what I'm saying, adversity this year. Be here. Do you believe now?
Them always still my guys, but they to me, I feel like they overachieved this one.
Oh,
But you know what I mean? I'm standing by them for sure.
all right, man.
Overachieve.
I think it was a good matchup for him.
But I
Damn, overachieve versus the Lakers. Even though everybody and they mama had the Lakers winning this series, some people picked Lakers in 5. Shannon Sharpe. Some people said at least going 7, still got the Lakers. Only a few people in mainstream media actually took the Wolves beating the Lakers. So, yeah, you can say that they overachieved winning in 5 games. Cool, but I had them winning this series based off that first and second game. They had the Lakers number. It was a better matchup for them. They had better bigs, more active bodies. Their team is just aligned more than the Lakers. Maybe if this Luka and LeBron experiment was a few years old, then maybe you can say it was an upset. But at the same time, man, the Wolves, they were destined to win this series. I like them either way versus the Rockets and the Warriors. They should be able to get to the Western Conference Finals. It's going to be tough going against OKC if they get there. Yeah, that's when you can say it could be an upset or you can be surprised if the T-Wolves beat the OKC Thunder. But I think they can get past the second round, and I want Ant-Man to win that championship. That's my sleeper team in the NBA playoffs.
think they'll Honestly, I think they'll beat the shit out of these next teams, whoever come out this side.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think they'll beat Houston, but I think they'll beat the Warriors.
Nah,
Houston match
ain't-
up well with them. Houston got bigs, they rebound. They got young wings, that guard, they competitive. Dylan Brooks gonna make it competitive with AE.
He gonna f him up, bro.
Okay.
I ain't
It'll be a
saying he
good
ain't gonna
little
fuck him
back
up, but
and
he gonna
forth.
make it competitive.
Dylan versus
Tyrese ain't gonna
Ant-Man.
compete. Thompson too ain't gonna compete. They like real competitive defensively.
Yeah, I like that now. They got a lot of bodies throwing AE pause, but yeah, size matchup, it might be close, but
Yeah.
all right, verify.
Yeah, if you break it down like that, just active bodies going against each other. Yeah, I can see Houston maybe playing up to the Timberwolves as far as matchup wise. But you got to think with the Warriors, they could be solid as well. They don't have enough bigger bodies. But as long as you got Draymond that ain't crashing out, if Steph Curry, if his thumb can be in order for this second round, then maybe. But yeah, the Houston Rockets, they could give them the biggest trouble. But I still got the Timberwolves going to the Western Conference Finals.
Buckets beat him. It's getting to it yesterday.
I mean, I can't hate. Got to put him on the board, man. Rudy Gobert, 27-24, unbelievable game. Close
Rudy,
out the game.
Rudy.
Better than
Dominate.
Shaq.
Your team appreciated that. I'm glad he stepped up because Ant was having a bad night, so I know Ant want that. You know what I'm saying? So good game.
27-24 is crazy though.
Yeah, we only look at who? What's your boy from the Nuggets? Jokic with them type of numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24 rebounds is crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert is better than Shaquille O'Neal. I know Shaquille O'Neal's punching the air right now. He had a game similar to that, I believe, in the playoffs, but Rudy Gobert doesn't have the offensive capabilities. But for him to score 27 points with those 24 rebounds, impactful. Every rebound, every point was impactful, especially if he had Ant-Man struggling from the floor. So shout out to Rudy Gobert for destroying Draymond Green, his biggest hater.
So
So,
Ain't-
all right, Teague, who you got?
I'm gonna double down with Rudy, but Luka, watching the game, you know what I mean, these stats is amazing, but it's just like I watched the game, so these stats mean nothing to me. But he a offense.
28, 9, and 7 for sure.
But let me ask y'all this
Play
question
good.
for real.
Yes, sir.
Are you really an elite player if people target you the whole game? Like, would you
Oh,
be
he is. You can't say he's not an elite
No,
player.
I mean obviously because he target people too, but just like at some point, like the greatest people that we watch play, I never seen people even like I'm just saying like D Wade, like even Iverson, like Iverson six. I ain't just see just target him like.
Yeah, but that's why a lot of people starting to pass Luka up like Ant-Man's and them because his defense is it's a glaring weakness. So it's hurting his career right now.
Yeah, he just got to use weakness on defense, and he got to get in shape. His nutrition, that's the only thing setting him apart from the Ant-Mans and those upper echelon players in the NBA right now, the young dudes. They can at least hold their own on defense. You don't got to be the best defender right now in the NBA just because of these offensive players. They got a great skill set. They can dribble, they can shoot, so no one person is going to stop an offensive threat, but can you at least make it difficult? He has moments in the game where he tries to move his feet. That's just not him. He's not a defensive player. Can he get better? Yeah, mentally, he can lock in a little bit better, but he know he's going to take a hit on offense if his defense has to improve depending on the matchup. So if Luka wants to not be targeted, not to be picked on, he's going to have to move his feet better, drop a couple pounds, and lock in throughout the whole season. Don't try to do it in the playoffs. He has to develop that mindset from the opening game of next season.
That's his next step, bro. He has to guard a little bit. He ain't got to be a lockdown, bro.
You can't.
He got to guard a little bit, bro.
You can do better
Help
than
the
that.
team out.
I like that because even maybe like smaller guards, but you talk about Steph and stuff like that. Ain't the best defender, but they not just Christmas.
Nah, they ain't nobody just ISOing Steph. Like
Steph
Defense ain't
improved,
nothing
too.
but effort. You ain't got to be tall. You ain't got to be. All you got to do is try.
all you gotta do is stay in front of them.
Yeah, even Steph Curry, I think they picked on him early in his career, added some weight, always in great shape, but he got stronger. So you're not just going to bully him as far as point guard versus point guard. Steph ain't no small dude, about 6'2", 6'3", probably 180, 190, 200 on a good day. So he can at least move his feet, but he has the mental capabilities of wanting to play defense. Some people mentally don't want to lock in like that, and it shows.
Like if they make shots over you,
but he
It's
might
a good
be in
shot.
a little better shape.
He got to get in shape, bro.
Yeah.
like they walking by him. Like
And he,
Nah,
he
like-
letting them, though. I'm
and
pretty
then
sure
I'm
he
watching
guard better
Gabe
than that.
Vincent, who's like 6 foot guarding Julius Randle better than Luka, who's 6'8", 260.
Yeah, because
I'm
Gabe
like, this
Vincent,
ain't
he
even making
coaching.
sense. Like,
He with
Like,
it.
what can you do? You
that's
can't
when I
take him
seen.
out.
That's
Like,
when I seen Bron was kind of like,
All right.
all right, bro.
you can't take him out. Like, what do you do? They not gonna take him out.
Too good
can't.
on offense.
Because he bring you so much on offense, but it's just like
And he know that. He like, I'm not gonna come out. So he just gotta want to play.
Not to be petty, but if they had AD in the series, would that be the Timberwolves?
yeah. I don't know, cause bro, yeah,
I'm nothing.
Yeah, AD minus Luka in this series. Does it go better than 5 games? Maybe so. But what about the Nuggets last season? They had AD. Is this version of the Timberwolves better than the last year version of the Nuggets? Would they have swept or gentlemen swept the Lakers regardless of AD or not? I don't know. But would the Lakers have been better with AD instead of Luka versus the Timberwolves?
The chance, bro.
They beat us too bad, y'all.
Because they ain't had no big man, bro. That was like a big problem this series.
I mean, you got to take Luka out of
looks
that and
lit.
just put AD in there. Do they have enough?
I mean, it's a switch off.
I don't know if Brian can score enough.
Yeah, it's a switch
Brown
off.
would
They
have to
gonna lose
average
offense.
the way they just lost, bro. Brown would have had to average 35 in the series, bro.
Yeah.
So we should have took Braun off and put Luka at 80. Straight.
That
My
gone
mama
bad.
had a damn near. I'm with that duo.
Low key, Luka AD would have been nasty.
Hey, I'll
Low
tell y'all
key.
right now. Y'all thought the Nike tapes was deleted, boy. Where's Paul when they got that trade veto so fast?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all think I sent LeBron to Dallas? Y'all
Hey,
crazy.
Reunite with Kyrie, bro.
He was courtside the game yesterday too.
Low key,
Kyrie.
Luka AD might have been the move, bruh.
But yeah, man, as far as LeBron James retiring, Jeff Teague don't like the way that he went out like this. LeBron has to want to retire because realistically, if he wants to, he can play about 4 or 5 years at this level, average between 20 and 25 points per game. But what is it getting you? Do you want to continue to go out in the first round every single season, either be swept or gentlemen swept, or have to fight your way into the playoffs? I don't think LeBron James wants to keep locking in like that. He wants a red carpet to the playoffs at least. At the bare minimum, he doesn't want to have to fight and claw his way in the Western Conference to at least make a 7th or 8th seed. So if you're LA, what are you going to do? Are you going to reach out to LeBron? It looks like that's what Rob Pelinka wants. He wants to, help build this team out to make it better for LeBron James, but you don't want to lose Luka in the process by trying to please LeBron. So is LeBron going to retire? It looks like he's going to stay at least one more season. That's what all the reports are saying. But if you're LeBron, you got to look in the mirror and be like, do you want to keep going through this heartbreak, being destroyed in the playoffs versus teams that you should have beat? So we'll see what happens moving forward with LeBron James and retirement.